in 1928, and then they bought property. And my father his father was able to do construction work, uh, not as professional as we would have liked it,
Mm-hmm.
but they built a house in Wawa. And I was raised in that house, and my parents, uh, my dad got sick at 41 years old, and he passed away in 1941. So that left my mother with 8 children. That they had 8 children, and so that meant you learned to help one another. You know, when my brother was sick, my mother said, "Go help your brother. He wants some water or he needs something," and that's how we survived, by helping one another. And being that my dad was a barber, we always had an interest in hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were constantly trying to cultivate and style and cut hair. So my oldest sister decided to go to school for beauty culture, and that she did. And then she encouraged me. I became a beautician. She was a beautician. And my younger brother became a barber. And we managed business-wise. I bought this building because we had a beauty salon here.
Mm-hmm.
And we had girls that were working in it. And it was pretty successful. And then after that, my sister was in New York. She lived in New York, and I lived in Mawa and Nyack. And so then she decided that she was going to go to school for education,
Well, that's what I did.
specialized in education, yeah. And she became a teacher in New York,
What subject did she teach?
English.
Oh, English. Wow.
Mhm. And she would correct you no matter what you said.
No matter what.
Yeah. If you used your adverbs and pronouns incorrectly, she would become livid.
Yeah,
So,
I can imagine.
Yeah. But she still came out from the city, and with her beauty culture, she worked here with me. And we ran a beauty shop for 35 years,
God bless you. Wow, that's amazing.
right here in this spot.
So I have a question for you. What advice do you have for like young people? You know, I mean, in general, some people, you know, especially, you know, in my age group, you know, the younger generation, they a lot of them are anxious and worried about things. You know, they're kind of afraid of the future, that kind of thing. You know, like, or maybe they're trying to move too fast. Like, such as myself, even I go too fast sometimes. And
But you know what? You can't go any faster than time. So you have to take your time. Number one, you have to find something that you really like to do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I think makes life successful. If you really like to teach, teach. I was always interested in housing. I think that people have to have a place to live.
Yeah.
And so I bought as much real estate in Rockland County as I could put my hands on, and Bergen County. And they were growing communities. You know, Bergen was growing.
Oh, yeah,
and Rockland. So I'm narrowing down now. At 90 years old, I'm trying to sell what I have and develop something that I can live on. I want to put a house on a lot in Hillburn, and I want to bring a modular in, and I think that's where I'll live.
Do you have any thoughts on relationships right now? Because a lot of people are struggling with dysfunctional relationships in the current society. It seems a lot of like younger people, especially, they're struggling to really find a relationship that's healthy, where they can even commit to each other. A lot of people don't want to commit to anything, and they have an intimacy fear. So what advice would you recommend for that? And like, how would you say it was when you were growing up with relationships and all that? And how is it different now? You know.
I don't think it's any different. I think people have to give of themselves. They have to help one another.
Yeah.
You can't be as independent as they would like to be. And I think that you have to help one another, and that's how you develop relationships.
Like with a partner or something.
Yes, you have to help one another.
You have to be there for each other. You can't be too independent. If you're too independent, then you might as well just be single.
That's right. You got the answers.
I think that's it.
I know it.
See, I think you hit it on the head. See, you just hit it on the head. What's going on right now is people are so worried about being independent that they're forgetting, wait a minute now.
That's true.
What about the other person?
That's right. Got to help one another.
And I feel like that was probably different back when you were growing up.
Nope, same thing.
People still wanted to be that way?
They wanted to be independent, but I think we were more dependent on each other because we were struggling to develop. You know, you can't do it all by yourself.
Very true. Words of wisdom right there. You can't do it all by yourself. We need each other, right?
Amen. Absolutely.
We're interconnected.
We are. And that goes to even the people in the street.
Yeah, that's right. We need them too.
Sure you do. You need each
Everyone's got a purpose, right? A God-given purpose.
Absolutely. Many people don't do what they're supposed to do, but you try with all your heart and soul to develop relationships with people that you can trust, people that that are going to carry their load. You know, it's like a baseball game. Everybody needs everybody. When you have 9 members, the pitcher has to do his job, the catcher has to do his job, first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, and shortstop.
So how would you describe like faith? You know, faith in God, because you know that's important, right? You got to have some faith.
Absolutely.
You got to believe in something. What does God mean to you? You know, like how do you communicate with God, or with the Lord or whatever?
It's a personal experience.
Yeah.
I'm very religious in my own way. I feel that I can't put my hands on God, but I know it exists.
Yeah. Like you've felt it. Like you know it.
I see it.
You see it.
Yeah.
So how do you see it? Like what's an example? Like how you might see it?
He always provides.
He always provides.
Yeah. You can be in a very sensitive situation, and I feel he's invisible, but he's still watching us. That's my feeling. And I respect that feeling that he's there. And I don't disrespect God. I don't curse at him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't take advantage. I ask God to show me the way.
Show you the way, yeah. That's it. It's powerful.
It is when you think about it. If he shows you the way, you're doing the right thing.
It's very true.
Because he doesn't make any mistakes. Hello, how are you?
How's everything?
Just wonderful. I'm doing well.
Doing well. That's all you can be grateful, right?
Amen.
Be grateful. That's right.
You have to be grateful for what you have.
Gratitude.
Oh, yes.
That's the key, right?
Yes, it is.